A few years ago, if someone had told me I'll be celebrating my birthday alone in another country, I probably wouldn't have believed them. But here I am. This wasn't just another vacation. This was my first international trip, my first solo trip, and one of the most memorable birthdays I've ever had. Over the next 6 days, Zanzibar gave me beautiful beaches, amazing people, new experiences, and lessons I didn't expect. Come along as I take you through my journey. After landing in Zanzibar, I was exhausted. My tour guide actually advised me not to rush into sightseeing, so I listened. Sometimes the best way to start a vacation is simply to rest. Looking back, I'm glad I did because I needed the energy for everything that was ahead. Day 2 was packed. I visited Prison Island, then Nakupenda Sandbank, what's a sandbank? And later explored Stone Town. I'll be honest, Stone Town wasn't really my thing. The tortoises in Prison Island were way old. Some were over 100 years. In fact, most of them. And I get to be a cage moon. That's all. Look at one. Hey, do you know? I mean, this is how they work, but we asked me human because they were too old. If you go to Zanzibar without doing the welcome to Zanzibar info, the animal market, and the one called Zanzibar, it's from the Nakupenda Island.
Vacation from Ghana. Welcome to Zanzibar. Zanzibar, hakuna matata. Habibi, welcome to Zanzibar.
Like I said, I didn't really enjoy Stone Town. It's full of history, and if you love learning about the past, you will probably enjoy it. But personally, history has never been something I'm passionate about. I was more excited about the experiences that were still ahead. The next day, we left Stone Town and headed towards Nungwi. On my way, we stopped at Spice Farm. I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I did. Learning about different spices and tropical fruits was fascinating. My favorite part, the mango thing. They were so sweet that I even brought some home with me. As many of you know, I'm a pineapple farmer in Ghana, and there was no way I was going to come all the way to Zanzibar without visiting another pineapple farmer. And honestly, that ended up being one of my favorite experiences of the entire trip. It reminded me that no matter where you go, farmers never stop learning from one another. After that, it was finally time to enjoy one of Zanzibar's famous attractions, the clear kayaking. The views were absolutely amazing. From here, I headed to my hotel and then I went to Le Centro Paris to have a dinner. Sometimes traveling alone gives you something you don't always get in everyday life. Peace. The next morning, we headed to Mnemba Island. We saw dolphins and we explored the underwater world. One thing I realized very quickly, if you don't know how to swim, you are going to miss a huge part of what makes Zanzibar so special. My advice, learn to swim before visiting. It completely changes the experience. I ended the day with a sunset cruise. Along the way, we visited Jozani Forest where I finally got to see the famous red monkeys. Then we visited one of Zanzibar's most famous restaurants, The Rock. And that was my first time ever enjoying food in Zanzibar. I mean, the food in The Rock was so amazing. I enjoyed every bit of it. I was able to finish it for the first time. I'm not gonna lie, that was my first time because Charlie, I come here the miacho, me did me just say, hey, me forced me did. After I headed to my hotel in Paje, and then from there I went to Shanga restaurant. This is where I think the emotional peak of the vlog should be. That evening became one of the most memorable moments of my trip. Although my actual birthday had already passed, I celebrated it with people I had only just met. Think about that for a second. Total strangers singing happy birthday to me, sharing laughs, celebrating my life as if we'd known each other for years. Sometimes the people who make your day special aren't the people you've known the longest. They are simply the people who choose kindness. On the last day, my original plan was to visit Salaam Cave, Tende Beach, and Zambiani Beach. But by then, my body had made the decision for me. I was exhausted. I visited Salaam Cave, drove past Tende, I don't even know if that's the right word, Tende Beach, and decided to spend the rest of the day resting. Looking back, Zanzibar gave me so much more than beautiful beaches. It gave me confidence. It reminded me that traveling alone isn't lonely. It introduced me to people I will never forget. As a farmer, it gave me the opportunity to learn from another pineapple farmer. And as a person, it reminded me that sometimes the best experiences happen when you step outside your comfort zone. This was my first international solo trip, and I know it won't be my last. Next stop, Singapore and Bali. I'll see you there.